Now, to go even further beyond. Don't underestimate us, now that we're back to normal.
How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We are back for another Dokkan Battle video. In today's video, we are full swing into the 11th anniversary, and we are taking a look at the Daima Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, one of the Part 1 LRs. We got him 55%, and like our Goku showcase here, and check it out, we're doing something a little different. Because of the way that EX super attacks are structured, we are kind of we went ahead and got these guys fully maxed out on their link levels, just so you guys can really see the benefit to these EX super attacks, because like the difference between using them at 55% level 1 links and level 10 links is like night and day. So we have him here on his own team. For the showcase, we're going to run him on his own team here. So all right, let's take a look at what he's doing here. So we have an entrance animation, 300% attack and defense, and a 70% chance of launching additional attack, and guards all attacks for 4 turns. He gets attack and defense 300%, receives an additional key 3 per tech key sphere obtained, and an additional key 2 per non-tech key sphere obtained. He gets damage reduction rate 30%, and Daima or Vegeta's family category allies attack and defense 30%. When activating the active skill, or when attacking with 23 or more key, he gets damage reduction rate 30% and launches an additional super attack. For every attack performed within the turn, he gets an additional attack 100% within the turn. And so that resets every turn. Every time he performs 3 or more attacks in battle, he launches an additional super attack guaranteed once within the turn. And starting from the next attacking turn, all allies have 50% critical hits within that next turn. Starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle, he gives all allies 20% defense and superclass Daima allies guard for 2 turns when attacking. When the character is attacking is the second to attain, is basically when attacking in the second slot. When attacking in the 3rd slot, he gives 30% defense and guard for 3 turns. So it's just nice in case you have to float him. So on his super attack effects, right, his 18 key is massively raising attack and greatly raising defense for the turn. His EX super attack is actually on the 12 key, and is that it launched when he launches an additional attack. He has a 50% chance. So with the amount of additionals that he's doing, it's very easy to proc. If he procs it, he greatly raises attack and raises defense for 4 turns and causes make colossal damage while giving allies defense 10% for 3 turns. So if it procs multiple times, that can actually stack up, right? So let's go ahead. We're going to put him here. We're going to put Daima Forku in front here. Let him attack first. So hopefully we can proc his ES super attack here. His is this is our 55% copy. So we've got 4 links here with him. We're actually going to send ours off because I want to get ours with the Daima Vegeta because I think it's better that way. So we'll grab this with him, and then there we go. All right, so you can see how much easier it is to grab key for Vegeta than it is for Goku. That's just kind of funny here, but starting out, right, with no links active, we got 600k start of turn defense. So I don't know if this one, okay, so no EX super attack on our Goku here. That is a shame. Would have been nice to proc it, but that's okay. All right, we get the additional attack. I mean, that's pretty good coming out the gate with that kind of attack. I mean, granted, he's juiced up right now this turn, but this is still pretty good. Can't complain there. All right, so here's our first attack with the friend here, 79%. Or no, the friend here is 59%, but actually, okay. We could leave ours on. No EX super attack yet for the friend, but it'll be nice if we can get it. Again, I want to get ours with the Fizz Daima Vegeta just because they link really well together, and I also want to kind of see how they work together. And we're running the baby fight just like we did for Goku, so that way it's a fair comparison. There we go. Okay, so the friend got the EX super attack here, but ours did not. Because we totally soloed baby this turn. I guess that's nice. Did not expect that. So I guess I should have left ours on then. But then we wouldn't get him where I want him. Alright, excellent. So nice jump there. And you can see how quickly that 100% with each attack jumps. Like, that's real nice. And then now we gotta sit through Glorio's entrance animation here.
My name is Glorio. The king of the third demon world sent me. Not that.
Jeez, we just sat through 3 of these animations. Alrighty, excellent. So now that that's all out of the way, we can start doing what we gotta do here. So we're gonna float off Glorio here. Grab that with Diamond Vegeta. Send that. And then grab that with Glorio. So curious to see how this is gonna work with him. I just kind of really want to see how they work together, especially with 2 Vegetas giving him extra support. Like, it would be interesting, I feel like. I mean, it's not going to be anything crazy offensively, but it might just be nice to have a good slot. Like, if I'm correct in the amount of support that Vegeta's getting here, he actually might be a decent slot 1 in the current content for Vegeta. But I think it really just depends on how well that support actually does for him. All right, we get an additional super with Mini Porku here. All right, and then now we're going to start proccing that stacks for Glorio, and of course, since he's in the 3rd slot, he's going to be given that 50% additional defense. So I think because I want to get yeah, the thing is, we need both. I feel like we just got a really bad setup here. We need both of their. We need both Daimogoku and Glorio and Vegeta's attacks to proc. But if I put Daimogoku in slot 1, he's not. Because I don't think Glorio's going to kill here, which means. Oh, no, he actually did. Okay. Gotta stop underestimating Glorio. Okay, good. All right, so now we can actually set up the turn I want then. Excellent. Okay, so we can shift him off, and there we go. We'll get the 24 key with him. Very likely that we might be able to proc the additional the EX super attack there. So 1.3 million we're looking at with Vegeta here, right? With his guard, with the 30% damage, 60% damage reduction rate, actually. So that's pretty good. Okay, so let's grab that. So hopefully we can get the... Okay, so we're going to eat this super here with Diamond Porku. There we go. So we get 99 mil on that EX super attack. There we go. Okay, and remember, Goku is not only supporting through his passive, he just gave everybody 40% attack for 2 turns. That's going to be really nice on that Vegeta. All right, and we are going to get an additional super attack for 54 million. Excellent. All right, so 38 mil on our initial 18 key. And so the funny thing with him being an LR, right, because of the way his passive is structured with that extra 100% per attack, there we go, and we get the EX super attack on the second one, right, with that 50% proc. Because he gets 100% per attack, his 12 keys are actually stronger than his 18 key. Which is really funny to think about with because that's you don't see that very often. So it is interesting. There we go. Oh, it can proc twice. Okay, so this is what I was wondering. Vegeta's can proc twice. And look at how much extra damage it does when it procs for the second time. It's insane. Okay, we didn't proc it the third time, but look, we're up to 90 million. So when Vegeta actually, right, if Vegeta actually gets the benefit of having Goku's EX super attack pop off, he ends up, wow, being significantly stronger. Okay, Piccolo is going to kill here. Nice. Okay, that's good. Because now we can kind of safely sit in the next, on the next turn. Perfect. And so now, moment of truth with our Vegeta. Does this actually benefit him? Ours does need a little help, though, it looks like. But I do love how easy it is for him to get his 24 key, though, right? So it's a little bit lower than the other ones. At 25 mil, look at that. Okay, so what we really want to see here, now remember, everybody's benefiting from that 40% from Diamond Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but what I really want to see here, okay, all right, this is post-super, and this is a 4 million super, by the way, and he double-digit tanks it, nice, okay. All right, so 22 million on that initial opening super, so can we proc his EX super attack? All right, no crit. We do get the EX super attack. Okay. Okay, so, there we go. We procced it a second time. 58 mil. Nice. I like that. Right, so I mean, this Vegeta isn't being supported as much as the other Vegeta is, right? There's a lot of offensive support coming from the Goku, and I think I gave my Vegeta more defense equips. I might consider. Oh man, we missed the additional proc there. Hey, there we go, 100 mil. Look at that. That was a huge burst. Okay, nice. All right. To be fair, our Vegeta did miss a turn of attack, so to be fair. Look at that. Okay, so yeah, when he gets going, he gets going. Nice. I like that. Okay, and remember, we are beyond turn 4, so now in the second slot, he's giving guard for 2 turns. So all of our characters now have guard and additional damage reduction. All right, we get an additional super here with Daima Forku. Okay, so excellent. And we get the counter. Didn't want to get that just now, right? Because remember, he does have that Ki Blast counter, and it is guaranteed, which means now it might not be guaranteed that we counter babies, giant form babies, which might not be good for us. Okay, so let's grab. Jeez, really? All right. Oh wait, okay. We grab this, and then Glorio will give Ki when we get the when we pick up his orbs. Actually, so let's do that. Or actually, no, does he? Oh, he does. Yes. Okay, perfect. Okay, so there we go, and we get the EX super attack. So now we get that additional stack for another turn, and continuing that 40% offensive support. Now remember with the Vegeta here, so this is the friend Vegeta. He's also 55%. So you know it kind of works for the showcase too. But remember, his 100% every turn resets now, right? So we're back to square one with that offense. So it's going to be interesting to see how the attacks come back now, now that he's reset. All right, excellent. A little worried about Glorio here, but... Oh, okay, never mind. Too much worrying. Okay, so Vegeta with 34 million. Okay, about to be expected. Okay, and he's getting a lot of support here this turn, just like last turn. So this friend is honestly doing better for the showcase. Okay, so let's see. Can we get that EX super attack? Yes, we do. So 48 million on the first one, right? So ideally, we continue to proc it, right? And his additional supers will get better. Oh, that's right. It's dude. Okay, this I just so him giving guard and damage reduction. Okay, so we didn't get the additional supers there. It's actually insanely good for Glorio. I didn't even think about that. Him giving guard and damage reduction is insanely good for Glorio. It makes Glorio very, very... Wow, both of these decided to be on him. Because now that makes Glorio a little bit safer in that third slot. Not just not just defensively as normal, but it also, right, when you have these AoEs like that, it makes it a little bit easier for him, right? I mean, he's the bigger AoEs, like Rose's AoE, is probably still going to be a problem for him. But... And then obviously Somax, but that's an AoE super. That's different. But yeah, okay. You know what? It's awesome. Okay, I don't think Glorio's gonna kill here though. Even if we, because I think this pretty much taps us out on the supers. Yeah. Okay, so that is unfortunate. So we're gonna miss a turn here. And the unfortunate thing is we have to keep him in slot 2 or we lose the... Well, no, actually we don't. Okay, so, but then, I mean, he's not going to stack anyways. He doesn't stack on the 18 key. His stack is on the 12 key, right? All right, but I mean, yeah, 1.6 million defense. All right, let's just... I don't want to lose a stack with Daima Vegeta, actually, so we're going to do this. Again, I guess it doesn't really matter, right? They're both 55%, and in fact, the friend here is actually in worse shape than we are, because the friend is actually in less links than what ours has. All right, 27 million on Daima Vegeta. Love it. Okay, excellent. All right, and then guess what? We get active skill turns now, so we can go ahead and pop everybody's active. All right, so remember, we're going to use Vegeta's active here. So the Vegeta's active does... not that. Here it is. Right, it's just simple. It's very basic, right? Massively raise attacks temporarily and giving key to allies for 3 turns. So that's actually what I really like about that, because that's helpful for Goku. Nice. Okay, I love that. So it doesn't seem like his attack does all that much, though. Unless I'm using it wrong. Okay, let's use his. And then let's use his. All right, very nice. Okay, so we got a really good setup for this turn. So let's go ahead and let's do this. Okay, so we can grab this with Goku and ensure that he gets his 24 key. We can grab that. Yeah, okay, so 1.3 million with the friend here. And let's do it. Okay, and so we already know from our Goku showcase that Goku can actually tank this super. And this is an 8 million super, by the way. There we go. And we get the EX super attack here. Very nice. Okay, so we get that attack raise for our for the rest of our allies. And Goku should get an additional super. Nice. There it is, 60 mil on that additional super. Alright, so now let's kind of see how Vegeta handles things here. So 55 million, so really, really good this turn. A lot more support, right? That we got that Daima Forku support. We got the Mini Forku support. We got his active skill turn. No crits on the friend here. Alright, 55 mil on the 12 key, right? With that additional 100%, but no EX super attack. No crits. No EX super attack again. Okay, can we get at least one of them for that additional support? No, we don't. Okay, so curious, after 3 supers, can we survive the super from Baby? Okay, not bad, not bad. 44 million, okay. So, and again, that's an 8 million super, by the way. So that's pretty good. Right now, obviously, if we'd procced the EX super attack, we would have been in a much better position. So we missed all 50% procs there. So definitely going to need Daima Forku to ship it up here and give us that that counter here to put us in a really good position for the next turn. There we go. We do get it. Very nice. Excellent. Okay. All right. And so we got a bunch of good things coming here. So let's start with Glorio's active here.
Time to end this.
All right. And then let's do Mini Daima Vegeta's active. Alright. And let's go ahead and do Vegeta's active here. Okay, nice. We actually got the crit with ours. Okay, so with that, now let's go ahead and grab that. Okay, and a little bit less defense here, but okay, get some nice healing going on here. And let's see how we do here. It's a 34 mil. Very nice on the Daima Vegeta. Now, I mean, I guess we could have let him take the super from Glorio, but I mean, I feel like we just need the damage more so than anything. So curious to see how... All right, so we got the 53 million. Obviously, we're not going to proc the EX here, but I would like to see if we can proc the EX for this Vegeta. Missing some crits. No EX on the second attack. But how about the third? No. Okay, so, I mean, I guess that can happen. You know, you miss the EX attacks and you end up losing out. We have one more shot here. We do get it on the final one with that 98 million. Okay, so we do get it on the final one. I was a little worried there. All right, and that is, right, so the next attacking turn, we got crit support. Because we did do 3 or more attacks this turn. Alright, but we did miss all the crits on our Vegeta, though, which is kind of crazy. So, curious with the support that's here available on this turn, whether or not we can actually live the super here. It'll be, again, this is an 8 mil super. 124 mil. All right, so it's about the same, right? Because pretty much only getting Glorio's support here this turn, so that's actually pretty good. And next turn we'll have Diamond Forku, and we'll have the Dokkan attack too, which should be enough to finish off babies. Yeah, so definitely seems like Vegeta's team's a little bit slower. To be fair though, I mean, we are using Diamond Vegeta. We have quite a few units on here with not so big attack stats. So to be fair, right, that is something we have to deal with here. But again, the thing I like about Vegeta is that guard and damage reduction support he's given. Nice, we do get the dodge on Glorio. Perfect. Okay, so now we can actually do that number, right? We can do that number, and then we can send that off. And again, we're getting that. So this, I'm actually curious about this. I am actually curious about this. So obviously we know we're going to live this super here. But I am actually curious. Can we proc the EX super attack with the Dokkan attack? I don't think we can. I don't think we can. But let's find out. Oh, we can. He's doing it. He's doing it. You can activate it. It just doesn't show that you activate it, but we did activate it. Okay. Nice. And then we're going to get that additional super with him. 57 mil. I do like his 12 key. It's honestly not that bad, as people were saying. Like, you hardly notice that little frame right there. All right. At 25 million. Yeah, so not getting that EX super attack with our Vegeta is a little bumming me out. Can we at least get one more before we finish off here? There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so it's 42 million on this one. The next one will be significantly more powerful if we can proc it, though. Oh, but we don't. Are we seriously going to... Oh, my goodness. We're going to have another turn here? That's a little scary. Oof. Oh, no, we died. Because we didn't heal. We didn't heal enough. All right. Is what it is. But we did kind of see what we needed to see here for the Vegeta. I mean, I'm kind of okay with it, right? That's an 8 million super. That's interesting. I wonder what happened there. Because he should have tanked it. I guess just lack of support. No, but I guess he is being supported a lot the turn, right? Because we had the support from him, right? And we got his EX super attack, but which is offensive support, I guess. Honestly, what I think it is us, right? We had 2 turns of missing that EX super attack on him, is I think what it did. Because again, that's defense raises that we were losing, right? And that is an 8 million super. So yeah, I guess it makes sense. So I mean, that's the thing with yeah, with the EX super attacks, it's definitely up to chance, and you can have a situation like where we had here, where you just literally miss 6 of them in a row, especially with Vegeta's. Vegeta's being only 50%. Now he does do more additionals than Goku, which means it's you have more chances to proc that 50%, but it's still a 50% chance, right? Goku seems like it. I mean, again, maybe it's just the RNG, but I feel like we aren't missing Goku's as often. But Vegeta still did pretty good here. I think you can, when he gets going, you can have, right, the trade-off is, right, when he gets going, not only are you going to be really good defensively, but you're going to have some insane offense output, which I do like. This also could just be a 55% moment, right? Like ours here, that like ours, right, is only 55%, and we didn't really give him all that much, right? So he wasn't critting, and so I think that's also part of the problem we were seeing there. So you might have to invest a little crit in him to help him out, but we'll see. So guys, that is it for the video. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let us know what are your thoughts on Daima Vegeta as part of the 11th anniversary. Had a little mishap there. I think we probably could have played that better, but we kind of saw what we needed to see out of him, and that's kind of more what I'm concerned with here is showcasing the EX super attacks, which I think we did a good job of doing here. So, but let us know what you think in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.